All right, so here he is, one of the best boxers on this UFC roster, and if this fight was to be contested under the Marquess of Queensberry rules, it would be no contest, but we got an MMA fight here tonight.
We would be talking about a one-round fight because there are no fighters in the UFC that can compete with this guy in that one form of combat. Such a great jab, the head movement. It's never on a line. He's constantly going left to right, right to left. It's like a triangle. He's moving. You can never see a stationary target in his approach. And what I truly love about him is his ability to really dig that left body shot to try and find the liver to end fights. We don't see knockouts like that very often. This man has done this a number of times in the UFC.
The sweet science. Some people think boxing is simple. It is anything but. This fighter has certainly mastered it. All right, so we get another look at this high-level wrestler here tonight, DC. When it comes to the grappling, the wrestling, fighting this guy makes for a really hard night at the office.
It makes for a hard night because the moment he gets close to you, it's like a fly stuck in flypaper. He sticks to you like glue. He moves from position to position seamlessly. He possesses great takedowns from the clinch, from a nice inside trip to a bear hug or a throw. He's just one of those guys that the moment he comes into contact with you, a lifetime of wrestling has shown him an amazing ability to get you to the floor.
Yeah, all of that one-on-one competition, as you mentioned, great in transition. Big spot, needless to say, for him here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Levine. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Donegal, Ireland, Irish Joe Duffy.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1, and when you have what looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler, it doesn't always play out that way, but given what these fighters said to us on Thursday, the game plan seemed pretty clear.
They're very clear game plans, but which one of them is able to implement the game plan most effectively? The grappler will try to get forward, get close, try to secure takedowns. He's even willing to pull guard to make sure that he is in the grappling situations. The striker needs to stay at space. The striker needs to maintain distance and fight behind that beautiful jab he possesses.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC.
Beautiful punch.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
So there it is, taller fighter landing a knee to the body. Oh, caught got him with a head kick. That at least partially landed.
Oh my goodness, he got kicked in the head and he's still standing. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Rock'em sock him out of the chute here. Good series of punches by him there. He has been busy throughout.
He's doing a great job with the hands. He looks like a professional boxer out there.
Try to establish that jab. Lands with the right hand. Duffy gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Gotta find a way to move those feet.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Oh, straight right. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Oh, that'll ring your bell. Head kick. Oh! Just misses there with the left. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Big punch lands through the middle. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades.
Big kick lands.
Just out of range with that right hand.
There you go. Look for the shot.
Oh, misses with the jab. Right hook to the head block. And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Nice head kick.
Just missed with the left there.
Big powerful punch lands. Now we get back in range.
Oh, nice combination there by Duffy. And he continues to work the body here. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. And he landed the right hand there. Oh, an educated jab there. I could watch this dude jab all day.
I mean, he's so light on his feet, and when he pops that jab, it comes right back to his face.
Oh. So under a minute to go here in what has been a competitive and action-packed first round. Oh! Just misses with the straight right. Oh! Gets on the feet. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Outstanding kick there by Duffy. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. And that one certainly found the target.
Hand up, hand up.
He is going after that overhand right. Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
That's what I'm talking about right there. You got that, man. All right? Are you ready? You ready? Fight!
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Yes, they hurt him in the last round. Same exact one. Beautiful body.
Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it. John, stop it. It's such a fast leg kick.
Oh, big elbow. Oh, straight right.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Duffy gets absolutely melted by that head kick. Again, going back to the jab just out of range. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate. Real quick leg kick.
Attempts the front kick there. Blocks the shot. Nice 1-2 there. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Nice straight punch.
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. Lands flush with that right hand. So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. Nice punch by Duffy. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Nice 1-2 there. Oh, look at the redness underneath that left elbow. He is badgering that left side of the body. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Very nice leg kick there by Duffy. And just misses with that big right hand.
That was snuck in. Nice strike.
Back and forth we go. Oh, he missed with that right hand.
Nice kick.
He missed with that jab attempt there. Nice counter with the hook shot there by Duffy. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. Just misses with the jab. Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy. Punch over the top.
Oh, beautiful job to snap his head back with that counter strike. So he's landed several of his patented counters here in this round, really doing an excellent job, not just with his offensive timing, but with his defensive skills as well. And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Well, no surprises. He connects once again, and that looked like it landed right on that cut.
Right on the cut, and he's targeting it, right? He's looking. You can see him almost putting a laser beam on that cut and just putting his hands on it. It doesn't take much. He's just keep making it split, showing his opponent that he has no mercy. Keep busy.
Back to the jab now, no good.
Leg kick.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab.
Misses again with a right punch.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows. That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. All right, so an entertaining 5 minutes. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these replays are going to be rooted in that kicking game that was on full display.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of different techniques, but the kicking was the key to him getting ahead in this fight. He's out ahead now. He needs to stay the course and continue to do that as the fight goes on.
Heart rate's going down. Breathe. Calm down. Calm down. Breathe.
All right, so after he landed a high number of kicks in the previous round, we'll see if he can keep it going here as our next round gets underway.
He should stay the course. He's so educated with his legs and his feet that he's given his opponent a very difficult time trying to anticipate what's coming his way.
Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight.
That's a big strike right there.
Duffy's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Yeah, he's mixing it all up.
Out of range with that one. Big elbow there, lands.
Look at the turnovers in that kick. Ooh, what a head kick.
Oh, good lead right by Duffy. Well, at this point, he is really timing things out well. It looks like he'll try to set up another combination of counter strikes here. He'll try to bait his opponent in and ultimately use that over-aggressiveness against him.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Duffy's overhand punch to the head doesn't get to the target. He telegraphed that one and it gets blocked.
Way to hide that leg kick.
Now connects with a right.
Big punch lands. Ooh. Beautiful leg kick throw.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Lands with the kick there, no pad on that foot.
No shin guard. He's taking all of that kick every time he throws it.
Punches blocked. Well, he continues to find the openings tonight. Beautiful connection with the punch there.
Accuracy at its best.
Man, the body work really starting to take its toll here. Obvious redness on that right side. Connects with a right.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count.
Good punch lands.
Slips that left hand. Some fighters shy away from check. Man right there, his opponent's wobble check.
He's hurt bad. This dude needs to grab. He needs to wrestle. He has to do something. He cannot take another shot like that.
Throwing that jab, no good. Oh! Back and forth we go.
What a punch.
Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. You certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
We got this, okay? We got it.
And plenty of time with which to work. 30 seconds to go in the round.
Takedown right now.
Good punch.
Oh, head kick lands and with style points. Well done. Counter jab, snaps the head back. That'll get his attention.
Another one.
Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, He really is trying to get damage off every time he throws his punch.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
Let's catch our breath. Heart rate's going down. Breathe. Doing good. Doing good. Now listen to me. Let's give him some air. Let's give him some air. You're letting him control the center too much.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Nice jab, follows up with a nice right hand. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, his accuracy is unbelievable.
And he's looking for that left hand, just missed.
Nice punch there.
Duffy's all sorts of bruised up on his body. That is gonna hurt something fierce tomorrow.
Step back a little bit.
Dig and kick. I mean, he's cutting them down the side with these beautiful leg kicks.
Some nice back and forth action here.
Pressure with the hand.
Duffy's kick, that one blocked.
Beautiful strike.
Right hand on point. Well, looks as though his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit.
Big head kick land.
Winded up on the right there to no avail.
Nice kick.
3 minutes remain in the round. Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land from anywhere.
Got clipped with the right hand.
Oh, man, head kick lands.
Throws the right hand there.
Big kick land.
Well, that nose isn't going to be able to take too many more as he doubles up on the jab there.
So good to watch MMA evolve and watch guys now fight behind the jab.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Checks that leg kick. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
There's no tell on that leg kick.
2 minutes remain in the round.
Nice looping punch. Oh, big head kick land.
Duffy's lower jaw looking extremely swollen now. He's thrown tonight.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut land.
Oh, big left. Lands the right hand.
You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet.
Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Oh, and he countered him there with a beautiful straight right hand.
Nice punch there.
Thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent, tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick. Beautiful head kick.
45 seconds remain in the round.
Nice leg kick land.
30 seconds now to go in the round.
Straight punch lands.
How good is that right hand? Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Final seconds here. Potentially 5 to go. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
Fifth and final round. Just misses with the jab there. Nice punch there by Duffy.
Big leg kick lands.
Oh, a huge block there. Nice counter right hook there. Left punch is good.
Sneaky head kick.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there.
Big kick lands. Oh, big punch lands.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Oh, and he lands yet another flush knee. That's going to leave a mark. And again, when you're using this length as effectively as he is here tonight, we might get a finish here in the not-too-distant future. Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do with it.
Nice head kick.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Just out of range. Right there, he could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or his mama's out for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
Looks like his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit.
Nice.
Oh, and that is it. Referee has seen enough, and maybe so have we. Your winner by TKO.
That was a great performance. Way to land those strikes and go and chase down the finish when you get an opportunity.
So a huge win by TKO for him here tonight, a seminal moment in his UFC career, and that could hold up as one of the better TKOs of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lebing has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 19 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO, Irish Joe Duffy.
Well, there he is, the man of the hour. And you got to think this dude's going to get a serious Instagram push tonight after the win by TKO.
Oh, he's going to get a massive push because he hurt his opponent and he pressed his foot down on the gas until he got that finish. That was amazing.